absolute mutant. What the fuck are you doing?
Are we live?
Other than making my life fucking complicated, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm in a drive-through.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise it was I am in fucking charge of all the buttons, and what we'll do is I'll just keep stopping and starting and going into various locations to either eat or steal or shop, and you just keep stopping and starting the podcast when I fancy it.
You know what?
Which clearly is what's fucking happening here. Just make my editing job an absolute fucking impossibility.
Are we live?
Yes!
Well, shut the fuck up then.
What do you mean, shut the fuck up then? I'm not punching the fucking head. I've got to edit all this fucking bollocks.
Yeah, what else have you got to do? You're on 3 weeks furlough, which is spelled holiday.
Which is spelled, you've got 3 weeks fuck all. Is that what it is? I think it's just pronounced wrong, isn't it? You're having a fucking laugh. That's terrible.
I may have to speak to somebody here. I don't know what's going on.
Where are you?
I'm at Chick-fil-A, but I don't really know what's going on here.
Mm-hmm. Have you not got enough egg products? Chicken products, sorry.
Well, chicken is a chicken and egg product, really, isn't it?
No.
Just give me a moment here.
No.
Yes.
Nicky shit American accent here. Live for the nation.
Shut up, you little fucking penis.
Hi, Plastic American Pete here. Put me down for a fucking small Chick-fil-A. You have a good day, you fuck off.
Give me my Everybody getting abused on the fucking podcast there?
No, just you.
You fucking abusing everyone?
Now, there's your title there. Everybody have a nice day. Nah, you fuck off.
Have a nice day. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, just fuck off. Take your screen, take all your fucking chickeny fucking poultry products, and fuck off.
Right, look, the pyramids.
Sorry, were you talking to somebody else?
No, you, right.
Oh, me?
Were they built by ancient civilization of aliens?
Do you know? I don't know. Right.
Come on, there's no way humans built those pyramids.
Well, hang on a minute. You could say the same about all these temples in, is it Peru? Where were the fucking Incas? Is it Peru? Yeah. Peru. They have similar, not on the scale of the pyramids, but they have more of them. Look at Machu Picchu. I would love to go to Machu Picchu. It's the one place on this planet I would love to go before I die, is Machu Picchu, up in the Andes, and see all that fucking shit. I mean, that was thousands of years ago. And they managed to drag all this shit up a fucking mountain. They didn't build it on the fucking next to the Nile in the sand, where it was fucking level.
Yeah, well, there was no fucking stone in amongst all the sand. They had to get all that stone shipped down the Nile on boats and that, didn't they?
Apparently, yes. Because it all came from where the Valley of the Kings and stuff like that. What does annoy me is, right, you see all these shots of the pyramids, and Giza and stuff like that. But when you see someone turn their camera the other way, right, all you can see is hotels and McDonald's and KFC and places like that. It's right next to, literally across the road from where they've built civilization now.
You know what Nefertiti loved in McDonald's, didn't you?
Sorry, who?
Nefertiti, or whatever she's called.
Nefertiti, you mean?
Aye.
Nefertiti.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what websites you've been fucking watching, but Nefertiti certainly wasn't on any of them.
I'm sure that fucking Imhotep loved the KFC.
Imhotep, didn't they build Formula One cars?
That's them.
Imhotep. No, that's that shampoo you use, isn't it, when you fucking go and wash your hair in a stream? Imhotep.
But didn't they build them exceptionally precise though?
What?
The pyramids.
Very, very precise. As did the Incas with their temples. They were all very, very precise. Yes, they were. And if even if just building a fucking pyramid of fucking stones wasn't precise enough, how the joints and stuff were done inside the corridors and passageways and all these tombs and stuff.
I don't think you could employ modern builders to do as precise a job as what they did all that many years ago.
Well, no, because the lit up a fag and walked in and gone, oh, I don't know about this, mate. This is going to cost you. That would have been the first thing you got.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be extra, that.
Yeah. Them days, you'd have said that, and the boy king would have fucking just slashed off your fucking head before you'd give it a price.
And do you really think that people who were slaves would do such a good job of building the pyramids? Do you think they were actually
No. The slaves. No. There you go. I must pull you up on this. The slaves didn't build the pyramids. The slaves did the fucking shit jobs.
That's what I mean. If you're a slave, you're not going to do a good job, are you?
Well, no, but slaves didn't. Slaves didn't do the jobs of making it look fantastic and making it square and making it fit and making the joints brilliant and working out angles and shapes and stuff. They just dragged the bastard things to where it was supposed to be put. That's all they did. Just say, look at the Great Wall of China. The fucking size and the scale over thousands and thousands of miles. The Great Wall of China. There's another thing. The size of that. And there's an urban myth. You can't see it from fucking space.
That was definitely built by humans, though.
Yes, but no lesser a feat than building the pyramid. To be honest, that has got to be on a bigger scale. Something that big over about, I think it's about 2,500 miles or something. This fucking thing.
That was to keep the Mongolians out, wasn't it?
The who?
The Mongolians.
The Mongolians. I do love your research. Nefertiti and the Mongolians. What a film that was. Yeah. Nefertiti and the Mongolians. Yes, it did. It kept the Mongolians out. Yes, it did. That's what that was for. And the sad thing is,
I said Mongolians. I just said it with an accent.
Yeah, shit one. A wrong one. These, like anything else, like the castles and the UK and stuff like that, eventually they'll just return to where they came from. Do you know what I mean? They'll not be there. Which is sad.
They'll return to where they came from. Yeah, all right, boys, I've had enough of being a wall now.
Yeah, they'll collapse. Unless people and companies and what have you, they retain them and maintain them and make them safe and stuff, these things won't be there for future generations to look at and see what happened in the past. like Nefertiti, for example.
That's Nefertiti, Isn't there some sort of interesting fact that about 8% of the Asian population are all related to each other because of your man that did a whole load of shagging?
I'll send you one on me, as his wife said.
What was he called, man?
I have no idea.
The Mongolian one that was raped in the village.
I don't know.
Is it not Genghis Khan?
It could have been Genghis. He was a nasty bastard, Genghis Khan.
I'm pretty sure that a lot of Asians are all related to him.
I think a lot of them are related to the fucking the golden chip up the street here. It seems to be that because there's that many of them in there over fucking night time.
I'm telling you, that's a fact.
I believe you. I do believe you. I mean, let's be honest. If you believe the word of God, right, and you believe the Bible, we're all descended from Adam, so you can all trace your history back to one person.
Yeah, well, that's bollocks as well.
Even if you don't believe that, right? Let's try and wrap your little tiny pea brain around this, right? Even if you don't believe that and you just believe the theory of evolution, and not the theory of the Bible, the same thing applies. You will be able to, if you could trace your history back to one thing. Everybody could. You could call it the first ape, or the first thing that came out of the sea and crawled in the mud. The first, whatever you want to call it. Everybody could trace themselves back to that. So we're all related.
Right. Well, thanks, Darwin.
Oh, Harked fucking Raffles there giving me fucking shit. But it's right. I'm right in what I say.
Oh, yeah, Charles Darwin, you are.
Yeah. Do you know, I'm sure I'm getting fucking scurvy with being on this fucking boat. Wasn't it the Beagle? Was his the Beagle?
I think you're a lot closer to the first walking ape than I am.
Well, you're a lot closer to the fucking next one. Fucking right turn Clyde over there. Fucking 45 minutes to fucking borrow your own fucking monitor. I mean, what sort of fucking shit thief are you?
Fucking left-handed polar bear cunt.
Hey, look, it's only a theory, right? I'm yet to be proved wrong. Can you prove me wrong? No, you can't.
I like a good theory.
Mm-hmm. I like a good conspiracy theory. Yeah, if I remember rightly, you weren't brave enough to fucking to put one out there the last time we did this. I did the moon landings.
What do you think of black holes?
It's not a website I frequent much. I mean, it's for the discerning palate, isn't it? Really.
Oh, great, man.
I know I don't understand anything about it. I understand more about black holes from Red Dwarf than I do from any fucking scientist.
I thought you said you were a fan of your man Brian Cox. He likes a good black hole.
I like to listen to Brian Cox. It doesn't mean I understand him.
So
I mean, who else can?
So you like to listen to fucking long words then?
He does have a tendency to try and break them down into smaller words. Even the word, no, you can't. A black hole. I know, I understand the word black. I understand the word hole. I've known those two words for the majority of my life since I did colours and digging in the fucking sand, right? I've known those words for ages. You put them together in the context of space and I haven't a fucking clue. Get out of that one.
Right.
Brian fucking Cox.
I do like the old space malarkey.
The space malarkey.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the cosmos.
Is there any point, right? We've done. I mean, when you think about, we did the moon. What, in 69-70? So what, 50 years ago? Is that right? 50 years ago, something like that. We've never actually established anything on the moon. We've other than being, what have we been? Have we been once to the moon, twice to the moon, whatever it is. We've never established anything on the moon. Now we're looking to go to Mars to do what? For a look, take some pictures, wander about, and come back.
What do you want them to do?
No. What I'm saying is, if you're looking to, no, I thought the whole idea was to establish colonies on another planet, or to, should the Earth come to an end, or should there be an end of oxygen or trees or anything on this fucking life itself, where you could establish a colony somewhere else. Bouncing around for 20 minutes, hitting a fucking golf ball, right, and taking some pictures of your fucking mate leaping up and down does not constitute developing a colony, does it, really?
You couldn't develop a colony on the moon anyway.
Yeah, but you haven't done anything. That's all you've done on it. You haven't gone and tried to do things or tried to make things.
I would pay good money to have you say that little speech there in front of any of the men that have been in space or landed on the moon. And
Oh, no, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. I could never take away what those astronauts did, because that must be a fantastic thing they've done. But they've done it, and they've come back. Shut the fuck up. They've done it, and they've come back, and then 50 years later, they must be sitting thinking, well, what is the world doing now? What's next? How have they gone on from what we've done? What was the next step?
My name's Buzz Aldrin, and I twatted about on the moon with a golf club.
He did. That's exactly what he did. You proved me wrong. Now we're going to Mars. Why? Why are we going to Mars?
Well, that's the next closest one, isn't it?
Is that the only reason? There is no more reason why you could establish a colony on Mars than you couldn't establish on the moon.
Well, I think that it's certainly more plausible. Not by much, but...
Is it?
Yeah, because I don't think there's anywhere on the moon, because it's so small, that I would be able to actually escape the droning voice of my wife if there was an atmosphere on there to carry it.
Unless she was on Mars.
Yeah, in which case I'd be happier.
Yeah, it's no good one of you two being on the moon and one of you still being on the Earth. One of you has to be on the moon and the other one on Mars.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you think these people who have put their name forward for this mission to Mars, it's a one-way fucking gig.
Well, it's not.
It is.
Well, it isn't.
You're not coming back.
You don't know that.
But they've told them you're not coming back.
They haven't told them we're sending you to Mars, but it's only the one-way ticket.
No, everything you know when you leave this planet won't be here when you come back.
How long's the mission?
It's fucking umpty years.
Well, that's fine as long as they're going to come back.
You're missing the point. You will be umpty years older as well.
Yeah, but
you won't stay. If I left now, right, and I do Mars and come back, I don't stay the same fucking age as I was when I left.
I'm not a fucking mutant. I know that.
Well, stop talking like a fucking mutant then.
I'll piss off and away to Mars with you.
Well, I'd seem more fucking qualified to do it than fucking you do.
You know what? They should let me do the space flight and engineering and stuff like that, because I have experience.
No, you should be like fucking Lister of Red Dwarf. You should be in charge of the chicken soup machine.
No, I have experience in the field of planetary orbits.
Oh, I can't carry on because I can't wait to fucking hear this. Hang on, lad. Hang on. I need to be. Hang on. Okay, there we go. I'm meant to be fucking pick and hold draw. Carry on.
Right. Are you ready?
Oh yes.
I've played Kerbal Space Program.
I have to be honest. I've played Call of Duty. Right?
That's debatable.
I have played Call of Duty. Right? But when the second Operation Desert Storm came up, I don't remember anybody from the British government ringing me up and saying, look, can you give any tips? Is there anything you can tell the lads? The Navy SEAL fucking boys and the commandos are asking anybody with any fucking information, can they pass it on? Next.
All I'm saying is that I think that I would be of value.
Yeah, as a man who cleans out the chicken soup machine.
No, I would be of value. I have experience in maintaining orbits.
I don't think you have. You haven't.
Are you fucking kidding me? I was excellent at Kerbal Space Program.
How long did you last? On average, how long did you last?
What me how long did I last? Me Kerbals are still alive.
It's staggering, absolutely staggering and mind-blowing, right? That somebody who has played a game, an online game, right, made by somebody who you don't fucking know, and you play it and you stay alive through it, you obviously trust yourself more than you trust the person whose software you're using that's kept you alive.
That sentence was that was the biggest pile of Shaznit that's ever entered my ears, is what you just said. I have no idea what you've just said.
I've just told you what I've just said.
What
you've done it. No. What you've done is your little, what are the curveballs or Kerbals or something?
The Kerbals, little green Kerbals.
Yeah, Kerbals. Kerbals on a game of strategy and plotagy, right?
Yes.
On a game designed by somebody who's not a NASA fucking scientist.
You don't know that? It could have been.
No, he just develops. He just develops games. That's what they do, right? So if you're up in space and you're heading towards Mars, and fucking Captain Kirk says to you, fucking First Lieutenant Nick, we're coming towards this fucking asteroid belt. Can you sort out a fucking trajectory? What are you gonna do?
I'd sort out the trajectory, wouldn't I?
Yeah, and that proves my point. You're not. What you're doing is the game you're playing. You're playing by the rules of somebody who has developed the game. So you can only do so much within that. Fuck you. You can only do so much within that game, with the parameters of the game. If you're actually in space, what are you going to do?
Look. I'm not saying that I'm first in line for the job.
Oh well, thank fuck. Jesus, yes, I'm panicking as well. You know.
I didn't say I was the main candidate. All I'm saying is...
No. I'm fucking pleased. Please tell me there are worms, birds, and fucking small pterodactyls and further in line than you.
Yeah, look, I'll break it down for you.
Would you?
Let's say you're on a commercial flight, right?
Hang on, before you give me this, I just want to say I never ever at any point in this conversation said, well, I played fucking spacey Kerbals and I could work out trajectories. But carry on.
Let's say you're on a commercial flight.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And the pilots are they all die for some reason. Right?
Some reason? Any reason?
Right. Your chief trolley dolly there. She's going to say, is there anybody on board this flight that can fly a plane?
Yep.
Right? And everybody looks around and there's nobody on the flight that can fly. There's nobody there that can fly a plane.
Mm-hmm.
And I raise my hand up and I say, well, I'm very good at Flight Simulator.
What I'd do then is, if I'm on that plane, what I'd do then is I'll force open the door and I'd jump. Because I'll take me fucking chances.
Right? If I say I'm really good at Flight Simulator 98, they're going to pick me. And it's the same thing. Obviously, the NASA scientists
Would you not think the whole of the fucking area where you're sitting and all the passengers, would it not just be swamped with piss where people are laughing?
What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that I'm ahead of these NASA scientists, but I am the next.
Oh, thank God for that!
I am the next best thing to a qualified NASA scientist. Is what I'm saying.
No, do you know? You're not. You're closer. In the grand scheme of evolution, you're closer to pond life than you are a pilot. I mean, try and get that in your fucking head. You're not a pilot.
I can successfully launch a Kerbal into a fucking stable orbit.
Yes. And how many Kerbals have you killed before you managed to do that?
Fucking thousands of them.
And when some pilot of this huge space fucking thing that's lashing through the void of space, and the captain says to you, again, the same analogy, we're coming towards an asteroid belt, Corporal Nick, Any danger of you plotting us a course through it and you go, and he says, what's the matter? Have you killed people before doing this? Oh, fucking thousands of them.
Well, look, at no point did I say that I specialised in asteroid belt navigation.
No, you didn't. What you did claim was you could do, what did you say?
Orbits.
Yes.
Orbits.
Yeah.
I can put you into an orbit around Mars, no problem.
So everybody else has to get you to Mars before you become useful.
Hey, I can do you a periapsis and an apoapsis, mate.
Sorry, you can do me a what?
A periapsis and an apoapsis.
Right. Does that come with rice?
You don't even know what they are, you dumbass.
I've no fucking idea. I don't profess to know what the fuck they are.
Well, I do, because I'm basically a self-taught fucking rocket scientist. Is what I am.
A self-taught. Hang on. I know, and I don't. Right. Well, I sort of do. I know quite a few rocket scientists. I've seen and heard of quite a few rocket scientists, right? And I would say all of them are self-taught. I've seen their work. I've seen their successes and I've seen their failures. The majority of it on black and white old TV footage and stuff like that. I'm yet to see any of yours. So how advanced are you on the? Do you know what it is? I'm going to just fucking delete the first 2 bits and I'm just going to go with this fucking 30 minutes. So how far advanced are you technology-wise with your self-taught bollocks you've just spoke about?
Hand, pass me a Kerbal.
Preferably one that's not screaming and crying.
Hand me a Kerbal. Give me Jebediah Kerman here, and I'll launch him into fucking space for you.
What? Prove to me, Commander Nick, that you know about strategy and strategy when it comes to space. Give me a fucking Kerbal. Pass me a fucking Kerbal.
Oh,
Watch this, mate. Top bins with a Kerbal.
I don't want to blow my own trumpet or anything.
Do you not?
But I've also logged a few hours on Elite Dangerous, which is another space game.
You've logged a few hours? Who the fucking hell are you? I've logged a few hours.
Elite Dangerous, there's a very detailed space game if you like yourself some space stuff.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I've put myself into an orbit around a strange planet.
Yeah, it's called Earth. In your head it is.
I could do it.
No, you couldn't. You couldn't do it.
Right.
You couldn't land the plane, right? You couldn't put a fucking spaceship in orbit round Mars, right? You couldn't do any of that.
Right, let's say that me and you and a very qualified NASA scientist, right, on a rocket heading to Mars, and he dies. Who would you want to navigate you around Mars? The dead guy or me or you? The answer would be me.
Hal.
Because of the chemicals.
No. There would be computers aboard the ship who could do.
No, I've pulled them all out.
What I don't want to take over from a position where the guy is more than qualified to do it, or the ship's computer, I have to ask fucking soup dispenser man to do it.
You know what?
What you're doing about 30 odd years later is you're rewriting the script for Red Dwarf, is what you're doing.
No.
You just don't know it yet.
I want this to be on the record, right? That if it ever comes in time where me and you are on a spaceship and somebody that knows how to fly it dies and there's only me and you left, I'm purposely not going to fucking fly it.
If the time comes where there's only me and you left on this planet and we're on a spaceship, I want to put it on the record that I would like to die, please.
I said, you can beg and plead me to put it into a stable orbit, and I'm fucking not.
No, I would beg and plead you to open the door so I can get out.
Oh, Nick, my lovely son, please go into a nice orbit around Mars before we splat on it
I
and
would
die.
rather,
And
I would
just
rather
said, no.
step out of the cargo bay doors, Hal, and take me fucking hat off and die relatively quickly, than piss myself laughing to death as you were fucking pressing fucking triangle, square, circle, green, red, yellow, and kill all of you.
No, look. Oh, at the end of the day, when it gets dark,
There it is.
right?
There it is. At the end of the day,
And two, I'm more qualified to fly a spaceship
you're
than
not.
you.
You're not more qualified. You can't prove any qualification.
I'm more qualified to fly a spaceship than you.
How many spaceships have you flown?
Numerous.
Numerous spaceships. It's worse than I thought. The delusion has spread.
And I'm also a better HGV driver than you.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because
I mean, that's never going to fucking happen.
I have driven across Europe in Euro Truck Simulator.
I have driven across Europe without Euro Truck Simulator.
This makes me better.
Does it?
Yeah.
In what way?
All of it.
Good. And that's the reason why you should never be in charge of a fucking spaceship. Because, unfortunately, there is far too much room inside your head for these... I don't know. Unicorn shit? Rainbow shit, unicorn bollocks and steam and toy trains.
You know what I can smell? I can smell jealousy. You're just fucking jealous.
I don't think you can. What you can smell, if me and you were the only people alive on a spaceship, what you could smell is fear and me signing myself because you put your hands up and stood forward and said, I can do this.
Of course I can.
And no, you can't land a plane, right? You can't drive a truck across Europe. You can't fucking land you can't put a spaceship in orbit around Mars. You don't even know where fucking Mars is. Now, or which direction it fucking is. You know what colour it is. We all know what fucking colour it is. You just don't know where it fucking is.
I do, it's up.
It's up. Of course it is. It's up. Oh, fucking here's me. I didn't realise it was that fucking simple. It's up.
I mean, it's quite simple to fly a spaceship.
It's quite, yeah. When you're not in one, presumably is the next line.
Look, I just want to reinforce the fact I'm not saying I'm better than these NASA scientists.
Are you not? Oh well, thank fuck for that.
Possibly on par.
I have to say, right, in all seriousness, the Russians put a spaceship up there with a dog. Was it Piker or Troika or something, or some Petra or something they called this dog? You, in the queue of things that can fly a spaceship, you are behind the dog.
That's bullshit.
I don't think they ever put a bull up there.
That's shite.
But you are behind the dog. The dog. No, if you're going to go down the I have more experience technically, and yes, right. The dog has more experience of being in space than you do.
I don't care. I can fly.
Oh, so that's your argument now. That's your rational argument now. I don't care.
My argument towards the dog is fuck the dog.
So your argument against me was I have more experience at throwing fucking Kerbals around a fucking asteroid belt and landing on fucking Mars. But when I give you the dog has actually been in space, I don't care.
The dog couldn't open a tin of beans. Fuck the dog.
Could you in space?
I can open a tin of beans.
How do you know?
How do I know I can open a tin of beans in space?
Yeah.
Because I can.
No, you've never done it, so you don't fucking know.
I can open it.
You don't know the difference between opening a can of beans or a can of soup or a can of fucking anything down here on Earth compared to opening a tin of anything in space.
Not only could I open a tin of beans in space, but I could then put the aircraft in an orbit.
You could what?
I could put it in orbit.
Is the air thinner in fucking New Jersey by any chance than it is on the rest of the world?
It is thinner in space.
Like there's none of it. That's how thin it is.
It gets thinner and thinner and thinner until there's none.
Yeah, well done. Yeah. And you're the sort of person that you want to be put in charge. Should somebody not make it towards Mars and you have to go into an orbit, you're going to throw fucking curveballs out a window. Can someone put a fucking window down here so I can throw a fucking curveball out? And see where he goes. So it's not even you doing it. The poor fucking curveball's one that's getting fucking killed.
Look, I'm not listening to you, right? Because you're trying to put us down, and I'm not going to let.
No, I know. And I shouldn't really do that from someone who was so, I don't know. Perhaps the words overqualified spring to mind.
Well, yeah.
Or dickhead. You take your pick.
Right, I'm home. I'm going because I've had enough of your shit podcast. Because I've just been given fucking tirades of abuse, right? And it's not fucking necessary.
And finish with your usual fucking bollocks.
Fuck you.